You don't want to go through that. Save yourself the time and energy and the struggle. If you are watching this video, you are probably someone who is in matric and is trying to apply, or you are in grade 11 just trying to see how does the entire process go so that you can try and get motivation to do your work, or you are probably done with school and you are just trying to finish that gap year and you're busy trying to apply for university. So stick around as I guide you guys on how to actually apply for uni. So if I keep looking down, just looking down at my notebook where I wrote down everything. So I have divided this into two sections. We first have the tips and tricks, and then two, we have the application process, right? So these tips and tricks are the things that I suggest that you do in order to try and maximize your acceptance chances. So the first one is ensure that you do research about the different universities. There are a lot of resources out there available for you guys to try and do your research in order to see which university resonates with you. We have prospectors. Some universities also host webinars where they go into detail about why you should choose that university, what do they offer, the courses and the requirements. They take you guys through the entire step of how to apply in those different universities. Number two, know what you want to study and ensure that you reach the requirements. One thing that I've noticed is that it's not every time that you get rejected because you generally got rejected. You got rejected because you apply for something you don't even qualify for. It's not always the case, but some people apply for things without even knowing the background information about whatever course that they want to do. For instance, let's say you know that you want to do a BA, and a BA requires 30 points, let's say at vets, for instance. I'm making an example. You can't be applying for a course that requires 30 points when you have 29 points. What are you trying to achieve? Like, what are you trying to do, honestly? So ensure that you try to calculate your APS of whatever mark you're gonna get. If you're in grade 11, the mark that you're gonna get at the end of this year is the mark that you're gonna be applying with. If you are in matric, go get your reports from last year, end of the year, and calculate. You see about level 7, level 6, those levels, you add those levels, and then they're gonna give you your APS at the end. I'm gonna include a screenshot here of how to actually do it. It's not all universities that do it like this. I know that UCT has a different method on how they calculate their APS. I'm not sure how it's actually done, but if I find a way, I will try to explain it in the description box or in the comment section. Also check your subject. You don't want to apply for a course in medicine when you know very well that you don't even take physics. Physics is not part of your stream. Please don't do that to yourself. Check your subjects, check your APS. They have all these things in the prospectus, so please go and do that. And then number 3, pick your top 3 universities, whether free or paid. If you didn't know, there are universities that have a free application, so you don't have to pay any amount in order to apply. So with whatever you've done your research about the universities, the different universities you were considering, you now know that you qualify for certain courses. So you need to have 5 first universities that, let's say, you have researched on and you feel like you like them. Now pick your top 3. These top 3 are the universities in which, if they are paid, those are the only universities you're gonna pay for. And I'm talking about the people who do not have money to apply for universities, or the people who come from disadvantaged backgrounds. You are working on a tight budget. Those are gonna be the universities you really want to go to. And if your first choice doesn't accept you, you know that you can fall back on your second choice. You know that you can fall back on your third choice. Tip number 4, at least have 3 courses that you would like to do. You know you qualify for them. You know you want to do this. So for me, in my case, I had BA Education. I think I only had 2, but I would suggest that you pick 3 because I was being naughty there and being lazy, but it's fine. So you pick your top 3 courses that you know you qualify for, you reach the requirements, and they go along with your top 3 universities. At all those 3 universities, I reached the minimum requirements, point-wise and subject-wise. Thank you. Number 5, check out free universities just for safety purposes, for safety reasons. Now you're gonna go and find free universities which you can apply it. I know UJ is one of them. I think you're not applying just for fun, you're applying just in case your top 3 do not accept you. It does happen and it's normal. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not a failure. It does happen. Okay, at the end of the day, you need to go to university, well, if you want to. And then number 6, there are instances where people apply and they say, hey, I applied, they said the application is open on this date, I applied, but I had issues with the system glitching, or it kicked me out, or whatever. This is because most people, as soon as the application is open, what do? They apply. You don't want to make that mistake, because at that time the system is experiencing heavy traffic. A lot of people think that applying on the first day is a great thing to do. I mean, it might be, but I wouldn't suggest it personally, because some of the applications that you do, you don't want to get kicked out. So ensure that you don't apply on the first day. My recommendation is you apply at least 2 or 3 days after the applications have opened. Number 7, this is my last tip, which is dedicate time. Ensure that you dedicate, and you don't want to find yourself applying in a hurry and just filling in things you don't understand. You don't understand the question, you ask somebody. My DM is open. I'll put my Instagram here if you are confused about anything, you need help with anything. Even if you need help with applications, you can just DM me and we can go through this entire process together. I know I found myself not being able to do my NBTs on time. So NBTs are the national benchmark tests, which some universities require. I know that UCT requires them. When I wrote my NBTs, I had an issue with ticking the box that says I have a disability by mistake, because my laptop was glitching and I was in a hurry. Guess what? The system automatically kicked me out and I couldn't continue with my application to confirm my writing date, because I clicked that I have disabilities, meaning I need special attention in terms of how I'm gonna write. You don't want to go through that. Save yourself the time and energy and the struggle. So now we're gonna go to the actual process of how everything goes. Now, you have all your documents ready, whatever documents that you need in order to apply, and those are your ID and your grade 11 report if you are in matric. And if you are done with matric, I think you need to have your matric statement in order to apply. Those things need to be certified, right, before you can upload them. Have them. If you have a device, I would suggest that you scan them, take a picture or whatever, so that you have both a digital and a physical copy, and you don't find yourself losing something and now you're all over the place. My other point is, visit the websites for the different universities. You just go to Google, you type in Vets Undergrad application for 2024. It will take you through the entire process of how everything works, and just follow the steps, man. Again, I'm available if you need help. And then number 3 is pay the fee and upload it immediately. Set time. Let's say you live far from town, like me. You know that this week is your week to apply for your top 3 universities. You apply to your top 3 universities, you get the amount that you need to pay, you get your student number, and then you're gonna go to town or wherever, and then you pay, you come back immediately, you scan those things and you upload them, you submit your application fee. Another misconception that I need, another misunderstanding that I need to clear is that some people think when you're applying for university, you apply and then they provisionally accept you and then you pay the application fee. That's not how it works. You need to pay your application fee first before you can actually get your results of whether you got rejected or provisionally accepted. Number 4, always check your emails and your portals. That is the main line of communication that universities use. Check, ensure that you check your emails. I know that I got my acceptance letters through my emails that say I was provisionally funded, so ensure that you check those. Make sure that you apply for res, whether it's on campus or off campus. You don't want to find yourself being from Mpumalanga and then going to Johannesburg and finding yourself homeless because when you only applied for university without res. And then the last point that sums everything up, which is accept everything. Whatever offer that you get during the year, make sure that you accept everything. You're gonna do pick and choose January, please, Because just because you got provisionally accepted now, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get a permanent offer at the beginning of the year. It has happened. UJ always gives out provisionally acceptance letters to people. You always get accepted when you apply. You always get provisionally accepted. But at the beginning of the year, if you haven't watched TikTok, go see how many people are complaining about UJ, and you will understand the importance of accepting all the offers that you've been given. And then at the beginning of the year, when you get your permanent offers from whatever university that you get, you sit down, you say, okay, Luyanda, these are your offers that you've been given, permanent offers, manje. Now you need to pick whichever one resonates with you more. Which one was your first option? Which one was your third option? Another thing is, sometimes you get confused where, let's say, your first university option accepts you in your second option course, and then your second option university accepts you on your first option course. So with that one, you need to now see where your priorities lie. Does the university matter more than the course, or does the course matter more than the university? If you don't know UCT doesn't offer B.Ed, don't even bother wasting your time trying to apply for B.Ed at UCT. So I wanted to go to UCT because of the aesthetic of being in Cape Town, and I was gonna do a BA and then take the PGCE route. And then I really sat down and thought, do I really wanna waste another year of my life trying to do something I could have done in 4 years just because of university purposes and aesthetics? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking that route, but what I'm saying is, don't make that mistake of trying to fall into the trap of aesthetics and choosing them over whatever course that you want to do, you know. But if that's what you want, do it. That is it from me, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.